Imagine tuning in to The View expecting your daily dose of heated debates, only to hear one of America's most iconic figures say something that takes you by surprise. That's exactly what happened recently when Whoopi Goldberg, known for her strong opinions and sharp wit, spoke up about her own financial situation and described herself as a working person. Now, Whoopi isn't just any celebrity. She's someone with decades of experience, awards, and yes, a significant amount of wealth. So when she makes a comment like this, it definitely gets people talking. What she said is stirring up reactions all over social media and beyond. But that's just the beginning. Whoopi's been making headlines not only for what she says, but also for what she's doing. She's launched an ambitious new sports network aimed at changing the game for women in sports. So stick with us as we dive into the latest on Whoopi Goldberg's life, from her unexpected financial comments to her bold new ventures and everything in between. On The View, Whoopi recently described herself as a working person who works for a living. She went on to say that if she had all the money she needed, she wouldn't still be on the show. Now, for someone with an estimated net worth in the millions and a reported annual salary in the millions, this comment came across as, well, surprising to many. Fans and critics alike took to social media to react. Some appreciated that she acknowledged the idea of responsibility, while others felt her remarks were perhaps a bit out of touch. But here's where things get even more interesting. Whoopi hasn't directly responded to the criticism her statement sparked. Instead, she's maintained that, like many Americans, she has financial responsibilities. She explained that her role as a provider extends to her family, including her daughter and great-granddaughter, which for her, is a reason to keep working. Now, this raises a thought-provoking question. Can a public figure like Whoopi, with a lifestyle that's very different from the average Americans, truly understand the struggles of someone living paycheck to paycheck? If that financial comment wasn't enough, Whoopi had another surprising moment on The View. While speaking, she referred to her daughter as her gay child, sparking a few curious looks from her co-hosts. Whoopi quickly laughed it off and clarified, adding a little humor to the situation by saying that her daughter would probably wonder why she was spreading rumors. It was a lighthearted moment, but it did raise some interesting questions among fans. What would it feel like to have your family life discussed on national television, even by accident? It's these unexpected, unfiltered moments that remind viewers that even celebrities aren't immune to the occasional slip-up. Now, let's talk about Whoopi's latest and perhaps most ambitious project, launching a global sports network dedicated entirely to women's sports. Yes, you heard that right. Whoopi has co-founded the All-Women's Sports Network, or AWSN, in partnership with Jungo TV, a major media company. But AWSN isn't just any sports channel. It's the first of its kind, focused on giving female athletes the visibility they deserve but don't always get. AWSN is already broadcasting in the US, on Vizio's Watch Free Plus, and it's available in multiple other countries, including India, UAE, and the Philippines. Imagine tuning into a sports network that's exclusively focused on women's events, from soccer and basketball to field hockey and even the Women's Football Alliance. AWSN promises over 2,000 hours of live coverage, and it's not just about sports, it's about representation, inclusion, and inspiration. Whoopi described AWSN as a space where girls and women can see themselves in the spotlight, competing, achieving, and winning. When she wins, we all win, she said, capturing the spirit of the network. But this raises a big question. Will AWSN be able to break through the barriers and gain the viewership it needs to truly make a difference in women's sports? And will it inspire the next generation of female athletes to see themselves on a global stage? It seems Whoopi hasn't stopped sparking conversations this past month. Recently, she took on grocery store owners, describing them as pigs on The View and implying they're responsible for the rising food prices we've all been feeling. But it didn't take long for the National Grocers Association to respond. They fired back, explaining that grocery stores operate on slim profit margins and are facing their own struggles, from inflation to supply chain issues. This exchange got a lot of people talking. It raises an interesting question about how public figures address issues they may not be fully familiar with. Imagine you're a grocery store owner trying to keep prices reasonable while dealing with rising costs. How would you feel hearing a comment like that from someone as influential as Whoopi? Is this a case of a public figure speaking too broadly, or does Whoopi's statement reflect a valid concern that just hit a nerve? Amid all these headlines, Whoopi celebrated her 69th birthday on November 13. Think about that. She's had a career spanning decades, yet here she is, making news with every new project, every new statement. While other stars might be slowing down, Whoopi is taking on fresh challenges, including AWSN and her ongoing commitment to speaking her mind on The View. For fans and critics alike, it's a reminder that even at 69, Whoopi's influence isn't fading. If anything, she's reaching new audiences, staying relevant, and pushing boundaries in ways few others do. So there you have it, the latest on Whoopi Goldberg. From her financial comments that sparked online debates, to the launch of a groundbreaking sports network for women, to her support for George Clooney, Whoopi's recent actions are keeping everyone talking. Whether you agree with her views or not, there's no denying her impact. But what do you think? Do her comments on being a working person resonate with you, or do they feel a bit out of touch? And will AWSN truly be a game changer for women's sports, or is it facing an uphill battle? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with more trending stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.